What's up, LFATV? Hope you guys are having a good day. Thanks for tuning in. And I don't know if you guys remember last time, if you guys watched the last video, I took the Sc400 out on a trip to California. A drive from Phoenix to Los Angeles. I kind of had an issue on the drive out there. I had my radiator give out on me. I don't know if you guys could kind of see, but some of the coolant started leaking from the top of the radiator, and then it was catching on the fan and it started just throwing coolant everywhere. You guys see that all on top right there? Well, the good thing is that that was happening on the way back, so I wasn't too far out from town. But I figured it was time to change out the radiator, and that's what we're gonna do today. Alright, so I got a few parts that I'll be changing out today. I got a brand new Lexus thermostat. These things are kind of expensive, but it's way better than the cheap kind of ones you get from like AutoZone or Riley's or stuff like that. I got some OEM hoses that I'll be changing out as well. I got a few OEM clamps that I'm gonna replace these with. As you know, I was told from some of the buddies that these keep an uneven pressure around the hose, so sometimes they cause these to leak, and those are a constant even pressure around the hose. So I'm gonna change those out. And I got a brand new OEM coil radiator. Now you guys may be asking why I didn't go aluminum. Well, the thing is that I didn't find one on time, and I wanted to drive this as soon as possible, you know, for the weekends. And on top of that, you know, I got a pretty good deal on that radiator, so I was gonna spend maybe about $80 more for aluminum one. And if you ask me, I don't beat on this thing. This is kind of just a, you know, a weekend commuter. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take out the radiator, kind of clean all that stuff up, clean the top of it, of the bay up. So you guys could see under the car where a lot of the coolant was falling from the radiator. That wasn't a good sign at all. You see all that in the bottom right there? That's just all that was coming from the top of the radiator. And yeah, that's why it was splashing everywhere. But about to drain this thing out. That's that Toyota red coolant right there. Yep. I forgot it. There we go. Now it's flowing like it should. Yeah, buddy. Just wait for that to drain out so I can start taking everything off. Or meanwhile, I'll take everything off the top.
That I'm reading, tears well in my eyes. Early morning, paper slipping from my hands. Poison water, I don't understand. Don't play the pretend.
Now there's a few simple basic bolt-on parts that we have to remove in order to get the radiator out. First is this reservoir for the engine fluid. I mean for the engine fan fluid. So that's, for those of you that don't know, the Sc400s, the fans run off of a fluid. And this reservoir right here, we're gonna have to take it out. It's a few 10 millimeter bolts. And we're just gonna set it to the side, put it somewhere over here. And if you still have these, remember to kind of save these little clamp things right here, as these kind of always hold your smaller lines in place so they don't be swinging around everywhere. So just try to save these. A few things that you guys have to remove at the bottom and to be able to take out the radiator. So one, if you're looking up towards the driver's side, this is a temperature sensor that you're gonna have to remove right here. So we're gonna remove that temperature sensor. We also have 1, 2, 3 hoses that we're gonna have to remove. And keep in mind, we already got everything from the top off, so once all those things are removed, if you could see this radiator, I could honestly just push it up and it should come out. Okay guys, we got the radiator out. As you guys can see, where it was leaking from the top, and I think it was actually the bottom as well, but yeah, I think the new radiator doesn't have this sensor right here, so we'll be switching out this sensor if it doesn't have it. But these are just oil cooler lines. Now as far as taking off the thermostat inlet housing, you guys may know it's as simple as taking off two 12 millimeter bolts, and this honestly should just pop off. And I actually just bought this. This one's brand new, but it's just all dirty. And yeah, I'm gonna be changing out the thermostat. This O-ring was starting to go bad right here, as you can see. Now really quick, I want to show you guys. This is a thermostat you could pick up like at AutoZone or Riley's. Now let me just show you guys an OEM thermostat from Lexus. Now I don't know about you guys, but this is an OEM one. This is an OEM thermostat from Lexus, and this is one that you could buy from like AutoZone or O'Reilly's. Can you guys tell the significant difference of the spring? Look how much beefier that is. Now some of you guys may be like, you know what, this one will work just fine, you know, just change it every year or so. But I mean, just look at them. You could tell the significant difference. I did pay a little bit more for this one, and by a little bit more, I would say these are about 25 bucks, and this OEM one was about 45 to 50 bucks. But it's your preference. I'm just showing you mine. Now there's something that I want to run to your guys' attention, and as it was run to my attention, you guys see this little nipple right here? This little nipple right here that kind of, like, I'm calling everything a nipple, huh? Well, this right here is like a little valve that kind of lets, it's called the air bleed or something like that. Now this is supposed to be installed upward, whenever it's installed on the thermostat housing. Now this allows to air to be properly bled through the thermostat. Otherwise, if it's facing down, it might cause some problems. So basically, when this is going to be installed, as you guys can see, the little nipple is on top and the thermostat will be installed in like this. But obviously I'm gonna clean all that gunk out before I do install it. And yeah, I'm just trying to let you guys know that this was something that was ran by my attention, or by me. Alrighty folks, just a quick reminder, I live in Arizona, so the sun started to come out, so I got my old trusty cowboy hat on, you know, because I ain't trying to get my noggin all burnt up, you feel me? But yeah, so basically after that, man, it's just a reverse process. Remember, don't lose any bolts, especially if everything hasn't been touched. It's always nice to keep all your bolts so everything stays nice and tight. One way that I'm gonna kind of clean the bay out is, you know, I just used some regular old, you know, just degreaser, engine degreaser, and I basically just sprayed some on lightly. You know, obviously you don't want to get some in these, you know, connectors right here, but around these area. And now basically wherever there was residue, or if your engine bay is like really dirty, just go on and grab like an old brush like this and just, you know, just kind of scrub things out. Make sure they get. Alright folks, everything is back in the car, back where it's supposed to be. Everything all cleaned up, degreased, and yeah, once it's all done, just give your engine a little shine that it deserves. And there she is in all her glory, you know. Wax on, wax off, or wax off, wax on, whatever it is. Or wipe me down, wipe me down.
Savage life, wipe me down. Fox a million, man, you already know it.
Well, anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. I know it wasn't nothing crazy, or nothing crazy like as far as mechanic work or anything like that, but it was just something simple that I needed to do to the Lexus, and I wanted to show you guys the difference between an OEM thermostat and an off-the-shelf or off the parts store. You know, wanted to show you guys the difference, and you guys could actually see the difference. And it takes some time to set the camera up and, you know, get some different angles for you guys, so please just take a second to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, and if you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to subscribe. Come on, bruh, trying to make a video here. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, and stay tuned for other videos. Peace.